Hello, I myself Gopund Rao welcomes you all to my YouTube channel Invarient Maths. So, in today's session, we will discuss about coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry for standard 9 plays an important role in your standard 9 as well as in standard 10. In standard 9, linear equations in two variables, when you solve it and draw its graph, you need coordinate geometry. And in standard 10, there are linear equations in two variables case, and your coordinate geometry, a separate chapter is there you need. So this is the fundamental year for you. So try to learn the concepts of coordinate geometry. Now, coordinate geometry deals with the Cartesian plane. First term is Cartesian plane. What is the difference between a plane, simple plane and a Cartesian plane? A Cartesian plane means when a point on a plane, we know that a plane has infinite number of points. When a point on a plane, suppose this is a point P, it relates with an order pair. In Cartesian plane, every point on a Cartesian plane relates with an order pair. This is a new term for you, order pair. Each term on a plane, each point on a Cartesian plane relates with an order pair. What is the meaning of order pair? When two real numbers written inside a small bracket. Suppose I am writing here minus 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4 written inside a small bracket, then it is known as an order pair. If I write inside a curly bracket, this is not an order pair. An order pair means when two real numbers written inside a small bracket. So, according to the Cartesian plane, all points on the plane relates with an order pair. What is an order pair? Now, when two real numbers written inside a small bracket is known as an order pair. Now, we will read about on a plane. Suppose two lines are there. Let x dash and y dash be in two lines on a plane, on a Cartesian plane, which are perpendicular to each other. X dash is known as the horizontal line, y dash is known as the vertical line. They are perpendicular to each other. Where they are perpendicular to each other, name it as O. So we get x dash, the line x dash, and the line y dash. The line x dash is known as x axis, and the line y dash is known as y axis. So, when two lines, one horizontal line and one vertical line are there, and they are mutually perpendicular to each other, the horizontal line is known as x-axis, the vertical line is known as y-axis, and their point of intersection, that means the point O, is known as origin. Suppose P is a point here. P is a point on the Cartesian plane. If P is a point on the Cartesian plane, so P relates with an order pair. Let P relates with an order pair means two real numbers A and B. Our question arises here where A comes, where B comes. Now, from the point, draw perpendiculars PQ on x-axis and PR on y-axis. Now, the perpendicular from the point P to y-axis, that is PR. PR is the perpendicular distance between point P and y-axis. That point P, that perpendicular distance between point P and y-axis, that is PR, is known as first number of the order pair, or that is called first element of the order pair. And that is called the x-coordinate. That is called the x-coordinate of point P, and that is also called abscissa of point P. That means this P here is the perpendicular distance between y-axis and the point P, which is known as the first element of the order pair, that is A. This length of P here is A, so the first element is A, and that is called the x-coordinate of the point P, and that is also called abscissa of point P. X-coordinate of point P is known as also abscissa of point P. Now, like the same, PQ, perpendicular distance between point P and x-axis, that is called the second number or second element of, that is the second element, that is called the y-coordinate of point P, that is called the y-coordinate of point P, that is called ordinate of point P. Y-coordinate of a point is known as ordinate, x-coordinate of a point is known as abscissa, and x-coordinate, how you find the x-coordinate? It is the length of the perpendicular distance between the point and y-axis. And how we find the y-coordinate? It is the length of the perpendicular between the point P and x-axis. Now, location of the point. Location of the point. Suppose this is a Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane. Now the two axis divides the plane into 6 parts, and the 4 parts, this is part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. These 4 parts are called 4 quadrants, that is denoted by quadrant 1, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So the four parts are known as four quadrants. Then other two, that means the two axes divides the plane into six parts. Other two are known as, one is called x-axis, other is called y-axis. So these are the six parts. When we draw two axes on a Cartesian plane, it divides the plane into six parts. Out of six parts, four are called quadrants and two axes. Now, if a point is here, when a point is on the first quadrant, let Pxy be any point. Where is the location of point Pxy? If, see here, if number one, x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, that means the x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is positive. Positive, positive. So for x coordinate positive and y coordinate positive, then Pxy lies on quadrant 1. Lies on quadrant 1. Second, if x is negative and y is positive, then Pxy lies on quadrant 2. That means this part is negative, positive. And when both are negative, number 3, when x is less than 0, y is less than 0, then Pxy lies on Q3. That means Q3 is negative, negative. Q3 is negative, negative. If x is greater than 0, y is less than 0, then it lies on Q4. That is, here it is positive, negative. These are according to the four quadrants. Then, when a point lies on x-axis, suppose from xy, the two coordinates of P, x and y, if y is equal to 0, then Pxy lies on x-axis. That means all points on x-axis having y coordinate 0. 6. If x is equal to 0, then Pxy lies on y-axis. That means all points on y-axis, every point on y-axis having x coordinate 0, every point on x-axis having y coordinate 0, every point on y-axis having x coordinate 0. So, what we conclude from this? The two lines divides the plane into four quadrants. Those quadrants are known as Q1, that is positive, positive. Then Q2, that is negative, positive. Then Q3, that is negative, negative. Q4, that is positive, negative. Then x-axis having points like this x0 or minus x0. Y-axis, points lies on y-axis having 0y or 0 minus y. Now, finding coordinates of a point. Suppose like this. This is given. Find the coordinate of A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F. So see here, A is at a distance 4 units from y-axis. So its x coordinate is 4. And 1 unit distance from x-axis. This is x-axis. Horizontal line always considered as x-axis and vertical line always considered as y-axis. So it is A41. Now the point F. The point F is 4 units from y-axis and it lies on x-axis. That means it is 40. Now comes to C. C is supported this one 3, this one 1. So here this is the second quadrant. So x is negative and y is positive. That means this is minus 3, 1. The coordinate of B is minus 3, 1. But the coordinate of C is minus 3, 0. Because it lies on x-axis. Now, coordinate of B. B is on y-axis. Means x coordinate is 0 and y is 1 unit. This is how you locate the coordinate and find the coordinates of a point on a Cartesian plane. Like this one figure will be given to you. It is said that find the coordinates of the point. So then how to locate the points on a Cartesian plane? Suppose your points given as A, 2, 3, B, -1, 2, C, -2, -3, D, 0, 2, E, -2, 0. These points are given. We have to locate it on a Cartesian plane. So for a Cartesian plane, first of all, we have to draw the two axes. We have to draw the two axes. This is drawn on a graph sheet. So this is labeled as x dash, y, y dash, origin. Then the mark the units. How much unit you will take? Suppose this is a big square. In your graph copy, you will meet the squares. One square, the side of one square is 1 cm. That is considered as 1 unit. Suppose I am taking 1 unit as 1 cm. 1 unit as 1 cm on x-axis. And I am marking the lines like this. Mark on the dark line. So this is in x-axis, right on the top of the right corner of the graph sheet. In x-axis, 1 unit is equal to 1 cm, and in y-axis, 1 unit is equal to 1 cm. You can vary the units. You can take 2 units as 1 cm, you can take 5 units as 1 cm. So I have to mark A, 2, 3. First step, the x coordinate is 2. 2 is here. Then y coordinate is 3. Here it is. So this one is 3. This one is 3. This one is 2. So this is 2, 3. x2, y3. Now minus 1, 2. Minus 1 is here. 2 is here. So this is minus 1, 2. This is point A. This is point B. Then comes to C. Minus 2, minus 3. Minus 3. Minus 2, minus 3. It is on the third quadrant. This is point C. Then D 0, 2. 0 is the x coordinate. So it is lies on y axis. That means this point is 0, 2, which is considered as point B. E is minus 2, 0. Minus 2, 0. When you locate a point on your graph sheet, make it a circle, write the coordinates near the circle, which denotes the coordinates of the point. So according to your syllabus, this is, let's recap again. First, how we find what is the meaning of coordinates of a point? I explained it. Then, how we find the coordinate of a point? When we draw two axes, in how many parts the plane is divided? It divided into 6 parts, 4 quadrants and 2 axes. So any point lies on x-axis having y coordinate 0, any point lies on y-axis having x coordinate 0. Then how we find from a figure given, from a graph given, how we find the coordinates of the points given? Then how we locate the points on a graph sheet? This is all according to your syllabus. This is the chapter coordinate geometry. I thought that all of you will understand this concept, and this is very important because you meet next chapter. That is in chapter 4, you meet linear equation in 2 variables. There you have to draw the graph. So unless you locate the points, you can't draw the graph. Then in standard 10 also you meet 2 chapters. That is your linear equation in 2 variables and coordinate geometry. So this is all for today's session. Then like, share and subscribe the YouTube channel Invarient Maths, and also if you want to regularly contact with me through Next Gen Education, Bangalore, Bangalore, you can contact with me. Thank you.